y'all, so what's up? It's your girl Sunray coming at you guys with another video. Before I get into the video, very briefly, I just wanted to say hey to my new subscribers. I am so grateful for you guys for being here as I comment or try and comment on most of you guys' comments or reply to those. I'm thankful for you guys being here. I pray that you guys also, women, check out my old content because I have like a lot of natural hair and skincare tutorials, which I think are, you know, good for keeping yourself up. And at times life can get stressful, so a good skincare routine or a good hair regimen can always make you feel better. All right, so now getting into the video. Yesterday I uploaded a video that said just go already, and there were people that were commenting and wondering and asking like, okay, so how did you know like God told you to go to Houston? So I kind of wanted to, I don't have a prophetic word this morning, so I kind of just wanted to share something personal. I wanted to share something that can kind of help enlighten others in terms of what happened. So the first thing that I'm going to talk about is like, how did I know God told me to move to Houston? So quick background, I stayed in my apartment for 6 years. This was the apartment that I had while I was in undergrad at Marquette University. Bachelor's in biochemistry and molecular biology. Amen. I was the only black graduate that year too, so God really had it going. But yeah, so anywho, that's the degree I graduated with, right? And I had my apartment. So I was living in my apartment for like 6 years. And last year, after God had me in my relationship and all that other stuff, I just felt it in my spirit that I needed to move. What do I mean I felt in my spirit? I was looking for apartments, y'all, but I literally did not see nothing that I like. Like every apartment, I was like, dang, is something wrong? Or the location, it wasn't sitting right with me. And so I remember one day I just surrendered. I said, you know what, God, I'm tired of looking for different places. I want to know where you want me to go. So that's the first thing. I surrendered to God's will. And I kid y'all not, nothing happened, I want to say the first few days. And then one day I just got like this eerie feeling right before I went to bed. I said, God, I don't know why, but I feel like you're telling me to move somewhere. I said, but I don't know where. All right, I went to sleep, right? And God speaks to me in dreams, somewhat visions, and also through numbers, etc. So y'all, when I had woke up, it was like this, and I saw the word Houston. I don't know how to describe it. That was my vision. Boom, I saw the word Houston. So I was like, God, Houston. And I woke up mad. I'm like, Houston? God, I ain't never even been to Houston. Why would you want me to go to Houston? I ain't got no friends in Houston. I ain't got no family in Houston. Why you want me to go there? You know, like I'm getting heated because last night I'm excited for God to reveal to me where to go. And then when God revealed me where to go, I'm like, oh no, no, right? So I'm like, okay, God, whatever. Like you're telling me Houston, but I said, maybe I'm tripping. Maybe I saw something last night that said Houston. And you know how our dreams are sometimes reflective of things, right? Y'all, no, it was the truth. So how did I know? So the first thing that happened was, of course, I started to see Texas license plates. But I'm one of those people. I'm a brainiac, very much so. So I'm like, God, like, how I know you ain't telling me to go to Dallas? Y'all, God corrected that one. So the first thing that happened was one day, because I kept seeing like Texas, all stuff about Texas, and it just felt right. You know, it felt like that's where I needed to go, but I didn't understand why. Now, and I used to make jokes because everybody from Milwaukee either moved to Texas or Arizona. I'm like, God, not that you finna make me one of those people. I was just saying, dang, everybody want to move to Texas now. All right. So the next thing that happened was one day I asked God for a very clear sign. I said, God, I need a clear sign that Houston is where you want me to go and not Dallas, right? So I kid y'all not, that very same day, I had a random cousin hit me up on Facebook. I didn't know it was my cousin at the time. It was somebody that added me. And I'm like, oh, we got family in common. Boom. Because I'm adopted, y'all. So I got two families. I'm still learning my birth family and I got my adopted family. So boom. The person, they add me and then we start talking. They're like, hey, I'm so excited to meet you. I'm so-and-so, so-and-so. I'm like, oh, hey, whatever, right? And then they're like, what did they say? They said, yeah, I took me and my family from Milwaukee 15 years ago and moved to Houston. Y'all almost passed out because what's the likelihood I just asked God for a very clear sign and then I had somebody come and add me on Facebook and then they tell me that they moved to Houston. Boom. All right, boom. That's first thing. That's the next thing. I'm like, okay, God, you really want me to be in Houston. And then after that, you guys, the way God kept confirming it to me was through dreams. And the biggest thing was like my field of dreams at first, it was always in Milwaukee. But then my dreams started getting warmer and I started like being on highways that I've never seen before. And Houston, there's a lot of like not hills, but it's like a lot of like highways that or go, you know, stuff like that. And in my dreams, I was actually in the places. Like the weather seemed more moist, all of that. So the last thing was that God literally showed me in Houston in my field of my dreams. But yeah, so pretty much, you guys, the last thing was that it started in the field of my dreams. Y'all don't mind my little thing up there. But yeah, it started in the field of my dreams, and that's kind of where God started to show me in Houston already, and that's kind of how I also knew. So I'm going to be uploading more videos just randomly discussing how I knew to move, but that is how God confirmed to me Houston. So for those that are looking for how God will confirm it to you, honestly, God gonna use whatever, whenever, wherever to confirm it to you. You just have to make sure you're being aware of what God is showing you. All right, love you guys, have a blessed day.